Good evening then, and welcome to LUTV's coverage this Wednesday night as Leeds United Women return to the pitch to play yet another League encounter. Leeds will hope to get back to winning ways after losing last time out, after a response I'm sure Rick Passmore will demand after that defeat then to the fixture in due course, as the two teams just go through their handshakes for the final time. So Leeds with the team news go with Simpson, Hindle, Hannon, Smart and Danby. It's then Witham, Smith, Williams, Russo, Woodruff and Brown. Rick Passmore's bench is Elliott, Robson and Underdown. As for Norton and Stockton Ancients, they go with Chisnell, Johnson, Ray, Burton, West, Tierney, Reed, Manders, Hodgson, Pearce and Ormerod. Chris Burton's bench is Coyle, Maguire, Moore and Clark. So Leeds, as we say, last time out, disappointing performance to lose 3-1. Leeds starting well in that game and managed to score through Amy Woodruff, but unfortunately a response from the hosts and Leeds couldn't get themselves back in the game. Just like Leeds, Norton were also beaten last time out. They lost 4-0 to Newcastle United, and the two teams are very close in the table, 6th and 7th. Leeds have a 4-point cushion over Norton and Stockton Ancients, so no matter what happens tonight, they cannot be caught, and this is one of many games in hand that Leeds United Women do have thanks to their cup exploits. They have 5 games in hand. They're 25 points behind league leaders Durham Sestria, but they have 5 games in hand over them. And they'll be hoping Rick Passmore's team to climb as high as possible up the tail before the season concludes, and then build on hopefully a promotion campaign next season. So a bit of a change tonight at the back. No Kath Hamill, so Leeds will have to try and switch things around. Gives those opportunities to excel elsewhere. Rick Passmore is just making his way across the pitch at the Sotrac Stadium, and the two captains have been called, and we're going to be a little bit late. Kick-off will not be bang on 8 o'clock, as I'm sure the officials would have hoped. Just waiting for, which should be Olivia Smart eventually getting into position. But Leeds are certainly taking their time out there tonight with the team talk and final preparations. So the referee has been pretty patient, and now Olivia Smart, in her own time, will make her way forward as she readjusts the captain's armband. So Leeds will hope that this home run of form they're under can continue. They've won 5 on the spin at home. Norton and Stockton, as we say, just the 4-point gap between the two teams. They've won 2 in 5. They've lost 1. Sorry, they've only got 1 win in 5 away. And Newcastle United were able to punish them in that regard. And Newcastle, one of the better teams in the division. So it just tells you that they're as good as they were at the start of the year. It is Durham Sestria that's hit top of the pile. Newcastle United do have 3 games in hand over them, and there's a 7-point cushion. So Leeds will have the opportunity to win some points of their own. A win tonight, we mentioned about the gap between these two. A win this evening would allow Leeds to climb above Hull City. Only 2 points between the pair, and Leeds do have games in hand on them. So there's not many, in fact there's not any teams that Leeds don't have games in hand on due to this crazy run of cup fixtures that they've had. So we do look like we're finally ready to get underway at the Sotrac Stadium tonight here in Tadcaster. A decent following yet again for our Leeds United women's team. That's built on the reputation the last few seasons that they've been able to play here week in, week out. They've also, of course, had that plate success that plenty of travelling fans enjoyed as well. So Leeds will hope to give their fans something to smile about, and we can work it out on the fly pretty much the team that will play at the back, and whether it is going to be a changed formation for Rick Passmore. So nearly 5 minutes past scheduled kickoff time. We appear to be ready, as they will get the game underway tonight. Visitors very clearly in the orange or amber and black kit, and Leeds traditionally in their home jersey force an early mistake right from the off, with the pressurising to force them back towards the touchline and back towards their own goal. And Leeds straight from the off will try and build out from the left hand side. Sadly given away. It does appear from the very first indications that Sarah Danby has gone to left back. Which should allow Olivia Smart to go into centre back, so a little bit of a switch around for Danby. She is of course naturally left footed, so it shouldn't be too much of a panic for her. Rachel Hindle will sit at right back as Leeds take a free kick. That allows Witham, Smith and Williams to sit in midfield, and then it will be Brown, Woodruff and Russo up front. As Simpson collects possession inside the first minutes. Hindle, Smith and now Smart. Having Olivia Smart in the centre of defence does of course give Leeds someone that's very comfortable on the ball. She'll have to resist that urge to get forward when she's got possession, though. She doesn't like to charge forward down the flank, Olivia Smart, so she'll have to be staying put tonight as Woodruff holds up possession, as she often does for Leeds United Women. Just gives to get caught on the ball or switch off. And the number 11 Hodgson has certainly indicated her intentions for the rest of the night. Smith lets that ball run into Williams, who just checked her run. Maybe wasn't fully expecting the pass in the end. And Norton Stockton Ancients get to the ball. It's quite well worked out wide, only for Hindle to get there first. So midfielders trying to get their foot on the ball and control matters. Here is Chloe West doing just that.
Now you push on.
Visitors Norton Stockton give the ball away, a hopeful ball downfield, and that is gratefully received by Carrie Simpson as Rick Passmore gives out a few instructions to his troops. Particular Danby, of course, is just having to settle into this left back spot for the first time in a long while for this Leeds United team. Up to Brown. First touch was good. The ball in behind to Russo was certainly an idea that can be understood, but execution a little off from Abby Brown, so she will have to try again later in the piece. Smart gets up, wins the header, taken away from her though. Hodgson brings it under control. It's now fired forward, only for Hannon to get there first. Williams under the studs to Brown. Won't find its intended target, and Leeds just can't make it stick up top. Hannon, rather than try and take her own initiative and just take it out from the back herself, she decides to just settle matters with a good clearance downfield. At least puts Leeds forward facing. Tonight visitors certainly have started with a bit of a spring in their step. That's a misplaced pass from West up towards Woodruff, who shields it away. They're now trying to defend here. The visiting team, Norton Stockton Ancients, getting across the two centre-backs 5 and 6. The names of Ray and Burton. They've got everything under control, and they win a throw-in at the Sotrac Stadium. And another inside the first 5 minutes. If you're just joining us here on LUTV, you haven't missed too much goalmouth action. Only one moment to panic about for Leeds when Hodgson escaped through the middle up front, but decided to shoot from at least 30 yards out and never got anything behind it.
Come out, take your time, open up, stand still.
With them to Danby.
Stand still, look around yourself, Paige. Now there you are, Paige.
Danby was trying to play it wide. She's caught out a little bit. Smart gives her the shout that she's got a better angle on that pass, and it's up towards Russo. And Russo tried to turn her way inside and nearly got through. It's going to be a throw in to Leeds. Good block from the number 6, Burton.
Don't all go to the ball, we've got nobody in the box. If you all go to the ball, we've got nobody in the ball. Ready to go again on the don't let the 11 turn, Beach.
Witham and Danby work a quick 1-2. Danby caught in possession. That was by the number 9, Shannon Reid.
Go away a little bit, Paige. Stretch the game and then come into pocket. Simple, there you go.
Brown the closest to Danby. Down the line was Woodruff, and Leeds often do go to Woodruff from throw-ins because she's so strong and can bring others in quite easily. Able to do so with relative ease most times is Woodruff, as Witham goes across to take it. That first touch was risky, but she manages to pounce and continue to make her run forward, and Leeds continue to add to these throw-in stats inside the first 7 minutes. Offside against Witham. Danby and her trying to play a quick fire 1-2, and while the thought behind it was pretty simple, could have worked very well, it just got caught, and it will now be a free kick to the visitors.
Friday not too far over. She's going to hit around Smudge. The two centre midfielders stood next to each other. Winners!
Smith gets to the loose touch wide to Russo. Russo's going to take it under control and at least consider her options. One of those is Hindle, and it's picked out perfectly by Russo. Hindle can now put it back into the area. It'll rebound back to Hindle. She goes for power, and it's tipped away. Both teams appealing for the decision. Could well have hit Woodruff on its way through, and offside appeals, but Hindle caught plenty of that ball. Great wide play from the right back, then fires it in. And yeah, it was Woodruff that tried to turn it home, but got her execution wrong, and in fairness to her, certainly a very, very difficult chance. She shouldn't be annoyed at missing that. Come at her with real power and height, and it was very, very tough for her to readjust her body. And visitors will make their way forward. They give the ball away after that early pass from halfway. And Smart will now roll it forward to Witham, who will turn and play the pass, looking for Russo. Williams will chase just as she did so well in that FA plate, as she's joined by Hindle, who will go to ground, and because of that the referee's got no choice to give a free kick to Norton and Stockton Ancients.
You're too stretched already. Have a look. Look where the 10, look in the top in the left right corner, right? Look, we've no too deep, too deep, too deep. Paige, you got a player behind you. Danby, well done. Danby. Oh, Danby.
Taking their time with it. It is with the feet of Vicky Burton, the number 6. Stuttered run up, and now power ball down the left edge of the Sotrac Stadium pitch. Williams gets the shout to leave this. That's because Russo thinks she's got it, and she does. And now she brings Williams into the play. Williams nearly fouled, gets it to Russo. He was going for a first-time pass down the line, but that original challenge was enough for the referee to give a free kick. It's pretty much as we were, on as even after the first 9 minutes.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it and play, please. Get it, Smudge. Get it, Smudge. Turn the other way. Turn. Bravo.
Smith does well.
Goody. Double movement. Come on then, Brownie. Well done, Brownie. That's a good try. Well done. Great effort.
Looking for Danby was smart, but just overplayed it. But a round of applause from Danby. Happy with the execution. Just maybe the bubble of that bouncing ball that got away from her.
Not too far, Bragg. Foul throw, right?
Leeds will get the call here, as now the referee indicates that Leeds will have a chance on this set piece. Danby goes across to Colette. Does have the willing runner of Witham. Brown was a little disappointed it didn't come to her. Danby will go again for a second attempt, and it's cleared away. Danby just frustrated there.
That's all right, Smudge, and then Paige, you can come and help. If Danny stays in the box, wait. Now we play.
Danby to Brown yet again. Brown goes to ground. Referee decides that's a free kick. That's a dubious one according to Norton Stockton Ancients' number 9, which is Reid. but Leeds will take it. And now Olivia Smart does make her way forward. She is normally the set-piece taker for Rick Passmore's side. Don't be fooled by her centre-back position tonight. She will be taking set pieces. Danby is at least on hand if they want to go with a short set piece. The coaching staff of tonight visitors haven't really panicked in that regard and don't want to commit a body out there just yet. Danby is in the number 7 jersey, ready to pounce if necessary, as Smart does deliver the ball high, hanging, keeper punches. It's a good punch as well. Williams, Hindle, both going for the same ball. Hindle perhaps in the better spot to hit it. And Smith, just as she often does, scraps away to keep the play alive, and a neat back heel gets Leeds a throw.
We win the first contact! Come on!
Russo spins away. She was given the shout from Williams. Tried to play the pass. And Norton Stockton Ancients will clear their line. So Rachel Chisnell, the Norton Stockton goalkeeper, only had to be called upon once, but a good commanding punch she provided. As Hindle wants some willing runners. Daniel Witham, the first to commit. Back to Hindle. Hindle goes forward, can't get it into a good area, so it's cleared away. Hindle will wait for Russo to play the ball to her. So Russo, one of those eye-catching players recent weeks, has been playing through the middle. He's got a couple of great goals against Bradford. And part of this front three tonight for Rick Passmore, hoping to at least kick forward with another win, as Leeds with Williams goes from right to left out to Brown. Brown still has it, twists and turns, goes for goal. Keeper, good command of her area there from Chisnell. Gets her body behind the ball. And Brown's shot is easily saved in the end. Still goalless here. Listening to LUTV coverage of the game between Leeds United Women and Norton Stockton Ancients ladies at the Sotrac Stadium. Olivia Smart just backpedaling there, able to get the ball clear. Smith just allowed the number 10 a split second and then pounced with some pretty vigorous pressurising. It's helped Leeds put Norton Stockton on the back foot. Played down the line, and it's overhit there from Pearce. And Danby, again, happy with the work of those in front of her. Simpson to take the goal kick. You just have Olivia Smart offering helping hand from close proximity. Instead, it's Hannon on the opposite side of the defence that is there. And Brady Hannon goes for power early. Hindle, Woodruff will just try to hold it up for Russo. It does get there eventually. A little bit behind the play. Russo rolls it out towards Woodruff. That pass can't be returned accurately, but Leeds, by hook or by crook, will still get it out towards Russo. Woodruff will get a second bite of the cherry, but again just hits it a little short. And now out to the opposite flank. Abby Brown will try and chase. Danby goes down the line. She appeals that she was fouled. Nothing given. Certainly a little bit of contact, but referee clearly suggesting she's played for that as Smith picks up the ball in midfield. She will try and scoop it forward to Russo. And again, if you fail the first time, try the second, and it's worked very quickly. Smith will go towards the byline and she wins a corner, and that's Catherine Smith's game in a nutshell. Full of energy and determined running, and she gets into a good area and wins Leeds a set piece. Inside the first 15 minutes, it remains 0-0.
If Salah and Mane were earning all that money could run 10 yards, I'd put a tackle on.
Sarah Danby is the in-swinging option from a left-footed perspective at the Sotrac Stadium. She has gone across to take. Williams, the one lurking on the edge of the box. It is rolled towards Russo, who was trying to turn in the area. Just gets caught. That first touch not as sharp as it could have been. Inventive, though, from the two players in Leeds colours. And here is one of them in Danby. Hannon, again, as she often does, looks for a key ball forward. Brown tried to roll it through the gap. She did find it. Sadly, it wasn't one where Amy Woodruff was occupying. Smith will go for goal. And Catherine Smith is never needing encouragement to shoot from range. Sadly, it fires wide. It will be a goal kick.
Really well. Just keep encouraging her to go and don't let the girl turn. All right? Done really well. Right, on shoulders, she's reaching where Danny Whittam is. We don't need to drop. We do not need to drop.
Get him out. Girls, stay on the halfway.
There, that's where she's kicking.
Hold on, Spud.
Next ones. Get old, Brownie. Keep going, Brownie. Come on, Whites, get round it. Get dropping off.
Leeds
dropping off.
in the heart of midfield with Witham. She hasn't had any time really to burst forward. Another midfielder that pretty much what Passmore has tasked his team in midfield to do this year, provides so much pace, power, fitness. Those three will run all day, Williams, Witham and Smith. It is thanks to that pressure which forces a mistake out of Norton and Stockton, and it will be going out into the hands of Simpson. Now here is Hannon out from the back four. Williams was left short by Hindle. Norton and Stockton have pounced, and now they drive forward. It's into the path of Ormerod. She will get caught on the ball. It's a really good challenge that from Williams, who puts her body on the line, and Leeds were hoping to counter-attack very quickly. Sadly the pass doesn't get there, but again Williams, almost a brick wall sort of affecting midfield the last few weeks. Witham runs into trouble, makes life harder for herself, still gets it to where she wanted. And that target was the number 15, Paige Williams, who watches on as Hindle can't play it into another white shirt.
Don't let her out. Go on, play.
Smith desperately unlucky there, went for the right challenge, just didn't put her studs to the floor quick enough. And by the thinnest of margins, Norton and Stockton get away from trouble. Nobody knows where that ball went. Rachel Hindle certainly does. She carries it and now flicks it over the top to Russo. It's a beautiful pass, an even better touch. Russo into the box of Woodruff, header towards goal. And it's just going to slice wide. Brown can keep it alive. Can Leeds pounce with another bit of creativity on the second rebound? Brown into the area, just overruns it a little. And it will be flicked away by Norton and Stockton and out for a throw. But really good ball that from Hindle. Russo's touch was equally as effective. And Woodruff scored a brilliant header in the FA Plate final. So we can never rule her out to make an immediate amends if she gets a second opportunity. We are, though, still at 0-0.
Movement away. Come a little bit deeper. You can let it beat you if you want. Spuds on. Just keep it. Set it. Come back out. Come back out.
Brown's touch sloppy, punished immediately. Thankfully for her, though, Leeds did have cover. Smart's pass to Hannon wasn't ideal. Hannon deals with it anyway. Williams falls over and still deals with it. And now it's played forward from Smith to Russo. Leeds are playing quick-fire, reactive football. Russo, that isn't too shabby either. Flicks away the boots and turns inside. The shot, though, deflected. And it is into the hands of Chisnell once more. But there is just full.
JR, drop it. 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up. Up we go again. Pass. Go on, use it. Good. Good, Abigail.
Brown to Smart. Here is Danby. Back to Brown. Who shakes off one. Still gets across to Williams. She might have hurt herself in doing so. The referee maybe could have gone back to that, but we hope Abby Brown's okay. Catherine Smith flies into a challenge, and the Norton and Stockton player kicks it out, and that is thanks to allow Abby Brown to get some treatment. So we are going to get our first break in proceedings. And just a little bit close to call. I think the referee but seen the touch of the Norton Stockton player, so you can perhaps understand why that he felt play should continue. Abby Brown gets some treatment. She'll be able to continue. She is just able to stand up, so she'll certainly give it a go.
covered in there. I'll go.
Throwing him straight into their corner. Let them have it, Amy. All the way to their...
I know.
We give it to their keeper. Don't foul throw yourselves.
Don't be to Smith. Smith will now play the ball back to the goalkeeper Chisnell. That is thanks to Leeds. So that's Leeds is the way of saying thanks.
Olivia, brilliant you. You took me then. You did me as well.
Now we get a chance to rebuild from a throw-in as Danby comes across the take.
Coming again. Good. There's Amy. Amy. Stick Amy, please. Behind you. Keeper.
Back it goes. Smart was perhaps the intended target, but it'll reach Simpson anyway. She takes no risks and goes across to Smart. Smart, just for a second, I think, got caught deciding whether to play it long. As a result, she's caught in possession. Norton and Stockton Ancients, though, don't go for the kill. They go all the way back themselves. Hannon takes charge, fires it forward to Russo, who does have pace, and Russo does have the strength as well. Now she's going to get a real uphill battle, and that was one touch too many, or too powerful, should I say, and it's behind for a goal kick. But again, that's the sort of impact that Jess Russo can have, pretty much chasing a lost cause down the line. But for a better touch, she would have been down the wing, ready to cross as we get past halfway in this first 45 minutes at the Sotrac Stadium.
Ready, Smudge, and ready, Dan. Don't come too far over, right? Stay to the right side of her. Stay to the right side. Deej, have a look across the line. There we go, we'll play. Go get it, right? Turn it! Madam!
Smith collects.
Good.
Urged straight away to pass the ball, and there's pressure coming. She noticed and realised, as did Williams.
Come out again.
These just maybe starting to show signs they want to try and play some football out the back and out the wings. But as I say, that Russo tried to drop the shoulder and try and get in behind. It was a decision that she would be left to Rue, and it's out of play.
I would not have to speak.
Ready? Over the top. We ready? Good decision, ready? Right, don't let her turn. Just don't let her turn. Keep going. Come on then. All the way through her. Keeper. Defending.
Cleared away by Leeds. Another set piece, another break, and it will be Norton and Stockton that have the throw this time. So still a game of very few chances here at Tadcaster.
And we win this then. We win this first contact.
Drop with her, Abby. Where's she gone? Don't fight her. We got players in the middle.
Smart clears, no deflection. Will be another throw in into the hands of Katrina Pearce. It goes.
Right, a bit further. Edge of the box, Paige. Edge of the box, Paige. She's gone off you.
Hannah wins the flick on, gets the ball away. It was an important header that. Leeds were under pressure. And it's back to Hindle once more, who clears down the line. She was looking for Russo, just a step behind her.
Squeeze out! Midfield! Let's it round the corners, Steve. Go level with Bridie. Pass, we're in wide.
Hindle to Smith. Smith goes early to Russo. Russo spots the run of Brown. Clearly got the shout from Williams behind her. Williams' block is vital, but there is the offside flag, and Woodruff told to stop in her tracks immediately on what was a promising situation. Still Leeds United Women 0, Norton and Stockton Ancients Ladies 0. And it is a game of fine margins at the minute. Visiting team have made life very tough for Leeds, and it is those little fine margins we see there in the replay that have stopped Leeds from trying to get into more promising positions.
Good, Bride. Good, where are we? Get all. Good.
Woodruff holds it up. Williams tries to go long for Russo, who will chase this, and she will get to it. She turns the ball away off the defender, and it hits the legs of Georgia Ray and out for a Leeds corner.
Corner number 2.
Catherine Hamill usually goes forward as a centre-back. Brady Hannon will take charge of that situation tonight, because she is the bigger of the two centre-backs. Olivia Smart will be one of the set-piece takers. Got Smith, Russo, all in the box. Williams is on the edge. Danby floats the ball in. It was towards Hannon. Nearly falls for Brown. It will fall for Smith, who puts her foot through it. And again, as we keep saying, never ever needs encouragement to shoot. That's 2 efforts now. Sadly for Leeds, neither getting closer to goal. Many important things, though. She's in the right place at the right time, and hopefully it'll be a case of third time lucky.
Stand up. You got a little bit higher, Danby. Sarah, go higher. Drop off a little bit, Spud, because you can win it. Stay away, Spudger, stay away. So Spud's got this area where she's hitting. Paige, go to your right a little bit. There we go. Go win it. Go win it. Go win it.
Hannon.
Start again if needed.
Hendel.
Straight shot. Give it up. I don't know.
Williams was looking just a little bit behind Russo. And Leeds just maybe not clicking in those areas that they'd like to. It's not for a lack of trying, though. Passmore's side so desperate to use this home surface to their advantage and pick up points week in, week out. It's certainly something they'll need to do next year. Promotion is their aim. Brown, the latest one to try and G up the rest of her players. No doubt feel they've got the chance to take the lead here. Williams is going to go for goal. And Paige Williams hits that really cleanly. Rachel Chisnell, though, has already shown inside the first 28 minutes that she's no slouch in goal. She's covered some good areas, got across her goal at all times, and made some pretty routine saves, which other goalkeepers at this level have coughed up. So it's going to have to be a decent effort to get past Chisnell. She won't be caught sleeping if the early signs are to be believed. Witham flies in. That'll be a late challenge. She might do well to avoid a card. Daniel Witham is always up for the fight. Maybe just a little bit too much. Referee might be showing leniency, and he is going to.
Where the ball is, we're too deep, girls. We're too deep.
Witham
level with Friday.
Firing in with a challenge.
Right. Look for it on.
You would have to say she slipped, but I don't think that's the case. She went in full-blooded. Thankfully didn't contact the Norton and Stockton player too much, as Williams wins the flick on header. Witham trying to get to it. Williams again for a second time gets to the ball, but here is Hodgson through the middle. Danby races across, gets her body in the way. Smart is trying to get it clear. Smart now racing across. Hodgson nearly gets there. She's appealing for obstruction on a number of occasions. Olivia Smart was walking the tightrope on that occasion. Really playing with fire as Leeds just get caught in possession. And Norton Stockton, to their credit, in certain areas do look very dangerous. Hodgson clearly a player that also thrives off the big challenge up front. Twice now she's won the ball back high up the pitch from relatively nothing situations. The same can be said for Brown, who gets it from Woodruff. Now Abby Brown's pace running at the defence. She takes it past them. She's claiming she was blocked off. Referee said not. I think the referee's done well there. If there's no obstruction at the other end, there's certainly none so there either. And while we would rather take a decision in Leeds United Women's favour, I don't think we can have any complaints.
Smudge double movement. Midfield, we're all to clump together again. Danielle.
Danby to Brown
Simple.
with the throw. Brown doesn't bring it under control.
Get round. Come on, keep. Time.
Ball played in behind, and now Simpson to collect and ball the ball out wide. Into Hindle, now to Williams. Williams for a second struggling to get it under control, but she does and plays it wide to Russo. Back to Williams, now with Witham. He's playing some better football here. Witham wide to Brown. Brown nearly gets it caught underneath her feet, but then turns away quickly. That pass just a little bit too far away from Woodruff. Leeds been pretty much how they've played so far tonight. Played well, got in some good areas. Just that final ball, the pass before it. But they are playing the better football of the two teams. Norton and Stockton clearly feel that in due course they can punish them as well. It is Hodgson putting the pressure on once more.
Keep travelling, Diggs. Just travel. Now you look at people. Man on, keep hold of it. Keep hold of
It
it.
goes to Brown, who keeps it just about, brings it back to Smart. Smart towards Woodruff. Woodruff can't get hold of the ball. She's complaining to the official. A lot of complaints from both sides last 10 or so minutes. Nothing heard. The referee's trying to play an open game.
Get over, Smudge. That's lazy.
Hannon to Hindle.
We're not good enough to be nonchalant again. Too deep, too deep, too deep. That's a 4.
Hold on!
Better rate.
You're killing us! You're killing us! Get over the ball, look after it!
Leeds get the throw.
You're killing us. You do that.
One side, I'll just go side 15. There we go.
Keep
Get on it, no shots.
You need to. We're too
Williams
spread.
caught
We're too spread.
pretty much without anywhere to go there. Hodgson again racing forward. Smart realises the danger, and again Hodgson's appealing that she was fouled in the build-up. The referee this time does show a bit of sympathy.
Just relax yourself.
And it will be a free kick.
Right, you need to defend. Step in, right. Right, hold on. JR! Look at JR! Right, 2 on you. It's all right now. 2 on you, Bride, come and defend it. She's going to knock it in the mixer, isn't she? Defend and head it. JR,
Taking
go
this
higher.
set piece, Vicky
Right, you
Burton.
ready?
Such as the length of the run-up. Karen Simpson might have to watch out, just in case she tries to put her out underneath the crossbar. Burton does try and put it into a dangerous area. And it's well wide, and a bit of a aimless set piece in the end, because it was wayward. Had that been a bit more central, somebody for Leeds colours would have had to deal with that. So Leeds, I'm sure, will be very grateful to see that bounce the opposite side and out of play.
Come out this way. Now the trap's coming. Next one into the next lane. Good movement, JR. Go get it, stand still,
And
JR.
strides out of defence. Hindle just pokes it forward. There is Smith. A free kick to Norton and Stockton Ancients. And it is 33 minutes gone and still goalless.
Narrow and compact. You've got 2, Rachel. Rachel, you've got 2. For fuck's sake. Excuse me, everybody. Get over the back, Amy.
Out wide to Hindle. And Hindle can continue to carry this ball forward. She will play it down the wing, looking for Woodruff, who just can't get to the ball. Another set piece going against Leeds United Women, who are just starting to show a bit of frustration.
Right, have a look. Start position. Bride is good. That'll do, Bride. No further, please. No further. Back 4 is alive. Bride, get up. Win it and get round. Win the head of James, big.
Smart heads it up and away. Here is Witham again. Good powerful clearance from her. And Leeds' play got a little bit scrappy. Last 10 minutes to try and amend that, but it is a team that are very similar position to them in the table. Of course, the old cliche goes, the table doesn't lie, so these two should be pretty level in standings. What Leeds will argue against that is they're 3 to 4 games in hand on some teams, 5 on others at the top. And once that is all played out, they certainly feel they're better than their standing as it's currently in 6th spot, as they defend here relatively easily. Danby collects. Abby Brown making her way down the wing. So is Woodruff, and Woodruff will get to this ball. Woodruff now can turn it inside to Brown. Brown tries to return the favour, doesn't get her foot through the ball, and it is cleared away by Ancients, Norton and Stockton Ancients pretty rapidly. Only to go all the way back to Simpson. So real lack of cohesion between Norton and Stockton in possession at the minute. They're not trying to keep it and play out through the middle or through the back. They're quite happy to go for long balls over the top. But for how long? Will their forwards get tired and work in Leeds' favour? Rick Passmore will certainly feel that that is something that could pan out.
Go central, Danby, go central.
In behind out towards the right wing there with Reed. She's got space, cuts the ball across. There is Hodgson. Hodgson misses. Huge opportunity for Norton and Stockton. And Carrie Simpson diving one way will be so relieved that to look over her left shoulder and see the ball go the opposite side. But that's the best move of the match for Norton and Stockton Ancients. Reed across, perfect sort of area to put the ball in the back of the net, and Hodgson somehow has missed a real sitter of an opportunity. And the centre forward will be kicking herself that she's missed it. Looks so dangerous, pressurising, harassing the defenders of Leeds United Women. But when it comes to crunch time, she has missed, and that is a golden opportunity. And a massive let-off for Leeds United Women, who now, with 9 minutes to go until half-time, need to take that as a shot in the arm and build something a bit more dangerous. As Danby plays it off smart, it gets a double deflection and a very welcome throw-in. Smith plays into trouble, needs a bit of help. She will get goal side at least. Witham is on hand to quickly get across. Norton Stockton players certainly feeling the occasion now. Flying into challenges. Leeds players a little bit aggrieved, but nothing wrong with a lot of them. Leeds have to try and tough it out if they want to get the lead before half time. As Hannon tried to disguise that pass, it's gone wayward.
11 days. No pressure on the centre half to go and give the ball.
Brownie Hannon too busy giving out instructions. She didn't notice that the ball had been played behind her for the throw. Leeds maybe just needing this 10-15 second break to reassess. Referee tells Hindle that she's got her bearings wrong, which I'm sure she knew full well. And now Smith to collect. Smith all the time was suggesting she was going to play that forward. A bit more power. It was misplaced pass, and out wide it goes. Danby just lets it trickle out of play. Rick Passmore again will give out a few more instructions to his players. No doubt Smith one of those for that misplaced ball forward. She will try and race back here as Hodgson's got the better of her and got goal side. Hodgson still going forward it went, and the missed touch from Amanda's another situation where Leeds will be very happy to see a mistake in the final third. Danby down the line to Brown. That should be a visitor's throw, and it will be. Smart. Done very well to just poke the ball away at the last second. Brown plays herself into trouble, but she does very well to recover. Can't ask much more than that as Danby shimmies one way then the other. Forward it goes to Witham. First touch needed to be good, it was. And there is Smack to roll it out. So Witham, Smart, Hannon all combining. Brady Hannon striding out of the defence, tries to squeeze it through. She's picked a gap up to Russo. It will fall into midfield for Williams, who will carry it forward. Williams directing traffic with her left arm, uses it as a decoy. Williams still going, twists it forward to Woodruff. Woodruff running through on goal, tries to poke it away, and the flag had stayed down. That was majestic from Paige Williams, trying to bamboozle the defence, then twisting one way. Delicate inside ball, and sadly for Leeds, Woodruff just couldn't get it away in time.
Come across, Smudge. Go on, Paige, good. Too deep, stepping yard. Look to your left, Smudge. Win the header for me, Danby. Come round the Smudge. Up again.
Flick on header by Witham. Williams follows suit, but Williams just gets caught. She wins the ball back immediately. Norton and Stockton complaining, but you could clearly see the ball move with the challenge. Here is Witham, just slowing down her run now to try and pick out Russo. It's just gone a little bit too inside. Russo, it hits her legs and goes out of play. And plenty of competitive edge out there from both sets of players.
Well done.
Nobody giving either side an inch, and here's a replay of that chance that Williams created, and well, everyone fell hook, line and sinker for the arm in the air. They then try to play the offside trap. Good defending from Burton to not give Woodruff all the time she needed. Just a nuisance in her side. And it is going to be a goal kick from the resulting chance. So very, very little to split these two teams.
There we go. There we go. Come on then. Come on, Paige. Wide, Paige. Wider, Paige. Wider. Keep it. Nothing else.
With them running sideways, actually gets it into a good area for Brown, who turns a defender, who commits early. Brown gets there away, gets it into Woodruff. It won't reach her. It won't reach anybody in the box in white either. And Norton Stockton will clear. They do have about 4 players all moving towards the same ball, and it's a situation they could have done better with. And Chloe West gives Leeds a throw.
Right. Smudge. Smudge. Let it beat you, Smudge. Get your body in now. Relax. Come feet. Man on. 2 men on. Coming out the stick. Come round deep. Come round deep. Keep it.
Brown holds up the plate.
Man on. Don't in behind you, deep.
Challenge from Smith. Goes in again. That will be more of a free kick. Smith and Hodgson coming together. Catherine Smith isn't one to back down, and Hodgson all throughout the game has clearly shown that she's a passionate player. I'm not sure Catherine Smith could have any come in. The first ball actually was won by Smith, the second certainly not. And the two players having a little disagreement as they get to their feet. Catherine Smith with a smile on her face at whatever the referee has said. A little bit of afters, I don't think either side of the dugouts appreciated. So plenty of fire in the players as we head towards the interval. I'm sure it will continue in the second half.
Rachel, go with your centre half. We're too high now. We're too high. Right, a player apiece. They're in orange.
Burton
Ready? Friday. Coming across.
just play a pretty simple ball forward. Leeds have gone a lot deeper than that, and as a result they're on the back foot with Ormerod, who hasn't had that much opportunity to attack. Floating ball in. Cleared away by Danby. Here is with them.
Keep it. Just set it. Drop off, Bryce.
With him to Hindle. Williams has Russo on the right. Woodruff in the middle. Williams keeps carrying it. Now plays it forward to Russo. Russo was encouraged to go back if she needed her. Instead she rolls it inside to Witham. It's easily spotted by Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies, and it's back downfield. Brady Hannon can collect. Hodgson, again, just a constant pain for those two Leeds centre-backs. Smart overplays it to Smith. Brady Hannon steps out of defence as if it was a planned routine. Now looks forward to Woodruff. Woodruff has got a bit of time to pick a pass. Witham on the inside. The idea was perfect. The execution was not. And Leeds have to settle for the scraps where Sarah Danby will come and collect. Danby down the byline. It's a heavy, heavy touch. She's asked a lot of herself. Too much. And with a minute left, there is going to be a goal kick.
Have a look at Dams, it's coming, win the header, get off, get off! Top.
Williams scoops it forward to Russo. Russo down the line to Witham. Witham was trying to turn it back to her teammate. She's caught on the ball, and Norton Stockton will be the ones to maybe end the half with a chance. Ormerod trying to come forward. When she has had the ball, Katie Ormerod, she has shown plenty of ability in possession, trying to trick her way forward. She's been quite hard to dispossess, and again she comes away with possession.
There you go, Brownie, go!
That's a poor ball. Brown misplaces her touch. Doesn't matter anyway. Leeds will win the throw as we get into stoppage time, which we maybe have a minute or two after that injury to Brown and that couple of disagreements with the official having to explain his decisions. Smart and Danby, like a rather unorthodox 1-2. It's then to Smith. Smith rolls it to the right for Hindle. Hindle prods it forward. Hodgson was lurking. Witham just has to try and smash it away. Her legs are about to be taken out from underneath her. And we await the Norton Stockton Ancients ladies' latest throw. Referee just glances at the watch, and I think that will be that for the end of the first half. It's a very even affair. Both teams haven't created loads of chances. They've flirted with a few opportunities at the edge of the box, trying to suggest what's to come in the second half, and maybe giving us a bit of spice for that second 45 minutes. But Leeds' best chance, Woodross one-on-one, and a couple of efforts from distance, Williams and from Smith. But half-time at Sotrac Stadium, and it is goalless.
on, nice and bright start, Ray. Come on, Carrie. Come on, girls. Be bright. Come on, JR.
Welcome back then. You rejoin us on LUTV coverage of the game between Leeds United Women and Norton and Stockton Ancients ladies. It is goalless as we're about to get this second half underway. And referee just double checking everything, making sure none of the coaching staff or subs, albeit in Rebecca Batty's case, newly appointed assistant manager. She awaits her operation on her injured knee, and she was the last to make her way across the pitch at the Sotrac Stadium. Of course, this Leeds United team were proudly presented in front of Ellen Road last night for their victory in the FA Plate, and they'll hope to build on that this evening with a victory. They'll need to do more though if they are to do so. It was a pretty scrappy end to the first half, and that has certainly worked in Norton and Stockton's favour, who had a few chances. They had the best chance of the first half when it hit Hodgson on the inside of the left thigh and bounced away from goal as that ball hits the referee, and we are going to get a stoppage in proceedings. So Leeds inside the first minute of this second half, no changes, go with Simpson, Hannon, Smart and Smith, Witham, Williams, Woodruff, Brown, Hindle, Russo and Danby. Across the team is Hindle, Hannon, Smart and Danby as the back four. New back four tonight for Rick Passmore's side as Hindle covers, only for a time being though. And Stockton keeping possession. Ball fired wide, and it's going to give them a chance to chase. It's a real foot race. Hindle's just going to get her body in the right place at the right time and win possession back. Referee just looking at the official on the far side to suggest that that is a goal kick. I did have a better view, you'd like to think. And the number 8, Sophie Tierney, told to get back in midfield, and her appeals for a corner are rejected. Ball cleared away by Hannon. She's not happy though as it hits Hodgson. Out for a Leeds throw.
We're dead. We're dead. Go out the other way. Got to go, Rach, man on. Get round him, Smudge, because there's going to be a mistake.
Towards Hodgson. Good job, Bradley Hannon was on hand. She clears away at the last second.
Come on, James. Go on then, Brownie.
Reminder of that Leeds bench, by the way. Break off, in fact, because here is Woodruff. Gets it to Williams. Attack not exactly firing on Auxilians. Williams, I think, was trying to float that ball across the park, and she just put too much on it. The bench is only 3 players strong. It's Elliott, Robson and Underdown.
Ready, right, come on, right, don't let it turn, right, come on, Bridie.
Runs straight into Hindle, who continues to grow every week in confidence as a right back for this team. She's going to carry it and carry it forward. Woodruff's asking for it in behind. Hindle at least tried to play. In fact, it was Russo. In fact, Russo got to it. Keeper spilled. And it is cleared away. He's maybe just guilty of giving up a little early on that ball as Brown retrieves, running back away from goal. Aaron Williams now the two that are dropping in, trying to hold up possession. Williams has done well. Scoops it away down the line.
Go to your left. Drop off. Too high, Bridie. Get hold of it.
Headed away by Hannon. There is Witham.
And again, Bride. Come on.
Hodgson could never get that under control. Witham pounces as a result. Here is Smart.
Win the header, Bride. Get round, right, engage. And again, get hold. Go to your left. Come, step in. She's round the corner. You're on time.
Good hold up play from Leeds, in particular Woodruff. Here is Russo, sets herself. Oh, it's a beautiful turn. Jess Russo running through on goal, and she's just got her execution wrong. Everything in the build-up perfect from Jess Russo, as it always has been the last few weeks. And then just when she had to let fly, just got underneath it. Technique was a little off. But she had plenty of time to set herself, took a good first touch as well, and she was just trying to try and beat the keeper with a bit more loft than she needed. In fairness to Russo, the keeper is a towering presence in that goal. That, of course, though, could have worked in her favour had it been a low effort. Got to get down low. Never easy as Woodruff holds up possession, flicks it wide to Russo, who will just play it forward. Now back into Williams. Williams' touch was heavy. Both teams appealing for the decision. I think that's going to go Norton and Stockton's way. And there will be an injury, or at least some treatment here for the number 3. We'll get a replay of this and see just which way the ball would go. Well, good luck to the officials deciding, because they're both going to hit it at the same time. Heather Johnson is the one that is down, and she's appealing for the referee to let her have treatments. It is still 0-0 as we wait for the throw-in to be taken. Play here of that chance. Arguably Leeds' best of this game. Yes, Russo did have Woodruff alongside. She had Brown behind as well. And the treatment still being given to the number 3, which is Johnson of Norton and Stockton Ancients. She will now limp to the touchline. We hope she can continue.
We've got it. Relax. Go away. Go away. Go away from the ball. We do the crossovers, don't we? There you are. Let's foot. Turn spot.
With them across to Williams, who turned out of trouble. Back to Witham. First touch was good. Abby Brown just pointing her arms in the air, just trying to suggest that they still realise that she's here. A sign of frustration for Leeds. They could, of course, been in a good area there with Brown out wide, but not to be.
Look to your left shoulder, Smudge Bridie. Look to your left. Go on, don't let it turn. Don't let it turn. Don't let it turn. Not round.
Ball hits Hindle.
Right, get your shape. Shape.
And bounces out of play on the far side, so it's going to be a throw.
Right, Spud and Smudge, do I need you both here? Right.
She's went for years, confusing her.
Yes, right. Drop off, yes,
There you go, front of it. Go front of it.
Down big. Go on then. Win the headers. Away, get up.
Hudson tried to bring it under control. She failed to do so. It nearly worked in Norton and Stockton's favour because Brady Hannon was caught out of position. Passmore was just trying to tell his team some instructions of what to do better in that situation. Rebecca Bass, another one to try and give out a few instructions for the team, of course, as regular club captain.
Come all the way across deep. Go on then, don't let her turn. Don't let her out.
Almost down the wing again, such a tricky customer. Certainly caught the eye tonight. Got a free kick as well.
Right, have a look at the game, Rachel. Have a look at this game. Paige, they're going to go in, aren't they? Right, not too deep, Leeds. Jess Russo.
If you're just signalling where this free kick should be taken.
Down the side of you.
Vicky Burton
Right, midfield.
did try and play a few tricks there and get it where she wanted. Referee turns her back and then she kicks it where she wanted anyway. So we hope this comes to nothing. And that ball down the line.
Don't let the turn.
Pretty well placed. Hindle kicks it off the Norton and Stockton player, and it will come to nothing and be a Leeds set piece.
Yes, yes, to me. Yeah, to me.
I'm shorting it then. To wind them up, not at it.
How you doing? All right.
First change of the night will be from Norton Stockton Ancient ladies as they're preparing to send on Estelle Clark in the number 15 jersey.
We still want to go from you, Deeds, though.
Yeah, literally.
And
Thank you.
trying to add some initiative into the midfield as Sophie Tierney is the one that makes way.
I'd still want it, Deeds.
Carrie Simpson,
Now we play quicker.
short pass out from the back up to Smart. Smart always looking further downfield. Danby her preferred option. Williams a drop short to help out. Smart then fires it forward. Up it goes towards Woodruff, who turns it inside. Woodruff just a little frustrated with herself there as that pass goes to nobody in an all-white shirt and white kit. Witham flies in, good challenge from her. There's Williams. Witham takes over, and the two midfielders combining. Witham now looking for a pass to squeeze it through to Woodruff. Again, Brown was further wide. Maybe Brown's body language suggests he's getting a little fed up of a lack of service out there as the ball forward to Hodgson, who has pace. Sarah Danby's got the angle on her though, and she just brushes her aside and rolls it into Williams, whose touch was heavy. Second one wasn't though, and she gets away in time, rolls it right. Russo drops back to help, and here's Hindle. Hindle forward to Woodruff. Woodruff turns it away. Smith had to be brave. She was. Gets bundled as many times as possible from the Norton Stockton player. Still gets away. Down the line, the pass was intended for Woodruff. That touch is needed to get it away from the powerful striker. And it will be a Leeds corner. And Amy Woodruff's rather determined play gets Leeds the set piece they need.
Right, just sometimes at the moment, don't keep, in here, don't do that, do this. Because it's centre half to drop in, so you've got a hole to go around you.
Danby floats the ball in towards Brown's flick on header. Good handling from the keeper. Very good hands from Chisnell, who's been a real pain for Leeds tonight. Whenever she's been called upon, she's handled everything perfectly well. And to beat her, Leeds are going to have to be very, very smart, but not much they can do with the flick on header. It was goal bound. It was better from Brown getting involved.
Come on! You got two Deeds, Brady, go.
So here now is Hodgson trying to turn away. Brown tries to win it back. She hooks the ball away at the last second. Danby gets away from Hodgson. And that is a trip from behind. Leeds will get a free kick. Smart has gone across to take it. And Danby has just moved into position to maybe help out, but it's not a normal situation that Smart relieves piece with duty. She will on this occasion though. Danby looking for Woodruff. Williams and Smith. That was a handball by Catherine Smith. Free kick to the visitors, which Russo cleverly stands on. Woodruff again just puts her body in the way.
Winners! And again up Deeds tighter!
Ball forward, flick on header.
Win the header!
And a couple of challenges in the midfield, and it's away from play from Danby. Racing back was Russo.
Look to your right, Bridie. Come, Bridie,
To the feet of Chloe West, who misplaces her pass. Wide it goes, collected by the number 12, which is Katrina Pearce. Down the line. Norton Stockton Ancients are now starting to file forward into Ormerod. That's a really good pass. Ormerod is forced wide. That's top defending from Rachel Hindle, because from nowhere really a ball out wide, and it's picked up by Ormerod, who again, Norton and Stockton have been very, very tough to break down as a unit, but there is two players that have flashed all night, and that's Ormerod and Hodgson. And they got the ball to one of those. A very good ball forward. Top first touch as well from Ormerod. And then just that decision to go further wide may be the one that she'll regret. She gets the chance to see the replay. As Woodruff gets caught on the board. A little slow to get away from trouble. A heavy touch from Ormerod, pounced upon by Hindle. With them now clattered to the ground, that's going to be a painful one. Daniel with them straight up on her feet. Into the final 30 minutes we go. Hindle just gets it through. That would have been heart and mouth stuff for her as Smith plays it wide. Smith's pass a little bit too ambitious. Leeds will at least get a throw out of it. That's two passes that Leeds could have been a little better with. But they all no doubt be delighted they got away with, but lessons to be learned as get a new ball played out towards Sarah Danby. Chris Burton's Norton Stockton Ancient ladies are doing all they can to make life tough tonight for the host. Leeds United Women are on the back foot now. Brady Hannon does her best to slow this down. She's trying to check and stop Hodgson, who's rode the challenge. Hodgson still going. There is Smith bursting forward out of defence. And a no-nonsense flick downfield at least gets Leeds on the front foot. But for how long? Woodruff hopes for a while, but that pass, well, what was a pass was eventually a foul according to the ref. So Leeds are starting to struggle to get control.
Where do you need Jess Russo? Down bow. Do you need Jess Russo in or anything? Come on, Cass! Get up, Cass!
Forward ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and Carrie Simpson, just as when you looked like she was going to deal with that, has come off her line and is beaten, and it's a moment to forget for Leeds United's defence, and Carrie Simpson will be frustrated with herself. The free kick downfield, Vicky Burton's ball, and again set pieces tonight have been her specialty. So much loft on that pass, and the forward has beaten Simpson to it. And Holly Manders has got the first goal tonight just after the hour mark. And now they will make a change. Kate Maguire to come on. It just looked like a delayed reaction from Simpson. Caught between two minds, caught between two different areas of the pitch. As Ormerod is the one that's replaced, so Leeds have lost an attacking threat to worry about. They've now got to try and find 2 goals though. A massive, massive disappointment that for Leeds at such a crucial stage of the game. Will that now wake them up a little bit as Russo goes down the line? She kicks it out for a goal kick. Manders' goal the difference.
We've got half an hour to make this right. Come on, every one of us.
Drop in again. Jess Russo, drop in.
No doubt they'll be taking their time with set pieces here as well. Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies.
Forward, you've got to check. Set it.
Here is Brown.
Go and help her.
Has Witham in support. And she will go towards the byline, clears the ball off the defender, and she will win Leeds a corner. She's appealed for a new ball at the Sochak Stadium, which could have bounced out of bounds. So Sarah Danby makes her way to the corner flag to take the set piece. Danby has it, floats the ball in, it's towards Russo, flick on header, doesn't find a fellow Leeds shirt. Smith's flick round the side door, hopefully will, potential handball there as Brown couldn't get hold of it. Hindle heads it forward, Norton and Stockton will clear out towards the Leeds dugouts. Hindle looking for Woodruff, just stretching all the time, Woodruff. Norton Stockton player actually forgot the ball on that occasion, it worked perfectly for them. Trying to come forward on the attack, that was Clark getting forward, she's caught on the ball. Brown gets two tries at getting it forward, and now she'll race down the right wing. She does have a couple of Norton and Stockton players for company, and they are combining to great effect. And the last one to touch it was Georgia Ray to clear it out for a throw. Brown caught in possession. Tries to win it back. Frustration for Leeds, and this game not going their way as Hindle smashes it off the legs of a defender, wins it back. Risky ball from Witham into Williams, giving her nothing. Smith picks it up and now can drive forward towards that Norton and Stockton box. It's out to Woodruff, turns, misplaces the touch, nearly worked in her favour. But Leeds just can't allow their heads to drop. Also can't allow themselves to get caught without paying attention to the quick-fire counters. There is Hannon to make sure the last Norton and Stockton attack is for nothing. Up front it goes, bounces off Russo. Swap flanks with Brown the last 5 or so minutes. We'll hope it's a change that will work in their favour. Battling work from Hindle, but the scrappiness can only go straight into the feet of Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies who are continuing to play this game in a real spirited manner. The best way to describe it at the minute is just annoying, and I say that with respect as well. They're everywhere out there tonight. Of course, it's a big scout for them to try and push above Leeds in the table.
We need to play, don't we? Move the ball, play, get over spot. Yes, Amy, feet. We need to play.
Good work from Russo, holds the play up and keeps Leeds taking over. Wide right from Witham, misplaced. Here is Hindle. Still Hindle, flies into a challenge. Doesn't catch the player though, so Leeds can start again with Williams. Wide to Smith, referee's actually going to stop the play for that challenge, and I'm guessing did catch one of the Norton and Stockton Ancients ladies, and there is around 22 minutes left. As Rachel Hindle continues her protests. Much to her disgust, there's a lot of debate from a team that, of course, that are never going to agree. Norton and Stockton Ancients, with Burton in particular, try to suggest that there's a bit too much aggression in the challenge, but Leeds will get the ball back. Paige Williams is now trying to orchestrate who should stand where when they're going to be given possession in midfield. Williams had hoped somebody would be wide left, not to be. Hindle gives it straight back to the Leeds 15. And Williams tries to play it further wide. It's towards Danby. Danby rides the challenge of one. It's looking like she was going to go down the line. Decides against it. Russo could see that challenge coming. She is clipped and she'll win a free kick. It's good work from Jess Russo. She limps away from the challenge. Smart and Danby discuss another set piece plan. Danby again takes over. Left footed in swinger. Keeper again comes off the line, and Chisnall has had all the answers tonight for Leeds United Women. Brown chases the ball forward. No signs yet of Rick Passmore having to turn to his bench here. It is with Smith. There is Brown. Floats the ball in. Woodruff flicks it on, looking for Russo. Too far. Chisnall catches. Easy enough work for her.
You stay central. A little bit deeper, Brian, mate. A little bit deeper, Jess. Before the bounce, ring the header. Good girl, help her there, help us, bud. Down the ball,
and the free kick goes Norton and Stockton Ancients ladies' way. Just the frustrations continuing to build for Leeds. Second half has not been their dominant sort of performance they would have liked. What have they got in the tank to try and change that as Brown releases with him, who's charging forward. Try to roll it into the path of Russo, and she's managed to get towards Russo. Russo's running through on goal, albeit via an offside flag to help her. And that is why the Norton and Stockton defence stood in their path and refused to move. They were very confident from the outset that Russo had stepped off. And just as she got to the ball and ready to strike, the officials tell her to go back. And all that good work comes to nothing. Hodgson has it. Hodgson again. And still, Leeds have to get close. Shot comes in. Simpson parries towards goal on the rebound and in. And Leeds United are undone again, and the defending not of the standard that Rick Passmore will approve of. And just far too much time, first of all for Hodgson to pick her shot, and then for the rebound, and you can see the visitors delighted with their contribution in this second half. So Hodgson going for goal, and eventually some quick reactions. It's Estelle Clark, the sub, that has managed to get her foot around the ball. And Woodruff will now be replaced by Underdown, which suggests there's a change here, because likelihood is that Russo goes through the middle. And there's a change into midfield. Leeds are just trying to work that out amongst themselves. So Underdown is on, Woodruff is off. Rick Passmore's trying something else. Is it too little too late though at the Sotrac Stadium as Leeds give the ball away into Williams. Smart clears up to Russo. Russo for now has actually stayed wide left. Underdown's in the middle, just trying to support Brown. Williams balling behind, it's a beauty. Here is Hendel into a good area. Hendel across the face, it's just blocked at the last second. It will be a corner. Deserved better from that pass from Williams, and even everyone else in the build-up much more fluid.
We need to be clever. We need to be clever. Come on. Right, who's here then? Who's? No, so we need to be clever.
Abby Brown to take the set piece.
I'm not talking to you, mate.
Plenty of curl on that. Too much curl. Out of play for a goal kick. 15 minutes to go.
Smudge. The diamond. The diamond. Fucking if she's not told you. What's the matter? Smudge. Smudge, have a look around you. She still is there.
Leeds trailing by 2. Have another change to try and work out as they've got another lined up here. Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies as Ash Coyle prepares to enter the fray. So Coyle is on. And Pierce, the fullback that has been playing at right fullback tonight, is the one that makes way. So Leeds have now got a foot race on here as Carrie Simpson was nearly undone there by a horrible bobble on the Sotrac Stadium pitch. She does well to actually recover that. Under down to Williams. Brown asking for it in behind. Williams still going forward. And still Williams to under down. Keeps hold of it. Witham goes for goal. It's a tame enough one. The bobble did nearly outfox Chisnell, but not enough to see her spill possession. And Leeds' latest shot from there had to be very, very special. As Hannon jumps up and wins the header. Just the follow through has hurt the player, but Danby's been caught on the ball, and now they come flying forward. Norton and Stockton Ancients twisting, turning, turn past Danby. Brady Hannon doesn't miss, and it was the one that was got the first goal. Holly Manders trying to get her second of the night. Leeds at 6 and 7s at the back. Hindle trying to get across. She does well. Rachel Hindle does very, very well. And she just rolls it down the right. She's had a good game tonight despite the scoreline. As a defender, of course, naturally some may take the blame as Brown gets away. Wanted to win a free kick just by getting to the ball, and she's done so. West perplexed by that decision by the official, but Abby Brown has managed to buy one there because of her urgency to get to the ball. So 2-0 to Clark and Manders.
Get the spud if she's going in there. Get ready, spud. Higher, higher for that one. Get up.
7 minutes apart the goals as up towards Brown. It's not the best situation for her to control the ball in. She's eventually dispossessed. Hindle again, it's a really risky pass, one that's perfectly executed. Gets it through the gap. Manders controlling it. Just avoids Williams' challenge. A little back here. Williams will get to the rebound. Clears away. Brown gets to the ball. Leeds just need to try and get a bit of stroke of luck in that final third. Starting to feel a bit sorry for themselves. Not even a player falling to the ground can help them. Shannon Reed slipping over. Had enough time to recover. Here is Hindle. Hindle up towards Russo. As I said earlier, has got the speed to get in behind. She just bounces off the defender though and kicks it out of play for a goal kick. She was just trying to kick it across the body. Ended up running straight into traffic.
Are you right? What position are we going? We're not right back. We're not right back. Knee, stay high. Knee, stay high. Right, Smudge, go left. Win the ball there. Above you.
Free kick to Leeds. Olivia Smart has come up to take. Cleared away, not the best delivery from Smart, certainly not one that she'll be pleased about. She's a stickler for high standards. That ball into the box is wayward, and Chisnell again just playing the game, just taking a few more seconds off the clock. There's one of the Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies players is down receiving treatments. So replay the goals. Second one with Hodgson going for it, blocked by Simpson, only for Clark to then hook it home. And Leeds will hope to try somehow get a goal back and build their way back in for a dramatic 10 minutes at the Sotrac Stadium. As Williams gets it, Hindle offers her support on the overlap. Dropping short was Russo. Hindle just doesn't react to that and fires it away, and it's frustration for Leeds. And what has turned into a potentially strong first half showing to build on in the second, they just haven't been able to do so.
Jess, come out here, then if we win it, you're in there. Don't all come over here, Leeds. Don't all come over here. Don't follow an orange shirt.
Witham gets the ball back. Out wide to Danby. Need to get the throw. Danby looking for a willing runner. Underdown provides it. Underdown then takes it from Danby. Scuffed effort. Less said that about as a shot as the better. Or say she was making a pass as Smart gets it. No real width for Leeds at the minute. They are trying to play quite narrow since the changes. Paige Williams will run and run for a lost cause there. A sign of frustration as that pass goes beyond her and out of play for a throw.
I've got two midfielders in the same space. I don't need two midfielders. Paige doesn't know where to go. She's going to talk to him.
Risky pass forward, caught out. Norton and Stockton Ancient ladies regroup. Hannon wanted a willing recipient of the throw. Simpson was the only one to show. Russo can't control it and flick it the other side. Witham flies in. Just the sort of player Leeds need, just someone to try and get them on side. She's taken out in back play. Referee doesn't do much about it originally. Now, the fact that she was pretty much stopped Leeds' chance to attack down the wing, despite Russo's best efforts. Brown turns inside. It's played away and out of trouble. Olivia Smart runs straight into trouble as Hodgson gets it. Danby bails her out. And now Danby will make her way forward. She gets caught out as well. Leeds just cannot get into a groove in this second half. Hannon mops up. Cleared away. Out for a throw, but the Norton and Stockton bench delighted with the pressurising.
Excuse me, off the pitch. I just want to see. It's part of the job.
Hannon, Hindle work a 1-2. Hindle prods it down the line. Leeds are trailing by 2-0 after goals from Manders and Clark. In the second half, Leeds really haven't done much as the two players sandwich the Norton and Stockton Ancients ladies player, which we hope is okay. I think it is Manders, the goal scorer of the first. Burton gets the ball down. Floated ball in, straight into the hands of Simpson. Up towards Underdown, who couldn't keep hold of it into the final 5 minutes. Leeds have to hurry up if they want to get a goal back. Time is running out. Not even the throw-ins are going their way either.
Four plus, yeah.
Williams with a late challenge. Norton Stockton Ancient ladies player stays down. That's with a bit of cramp though. Leeds will be told to stop in their pursuit downfield, which will frustrate them even more. Last few minutes at the Sochanak Stadium. Abby Brown is going to make way for Izzy Elliott. Another change to the system for Rick Passmore. Elliott traditionally a centre back.
Danielle, you go to the top.
Gabby! Right. Mid-centre mid. Spud up the top. Spud up the top. Right. Get up there. Get up there. Danby centre mid.
Smart to Smith. The two players work a quick fire 1-2. Leeds at the opposite end of the pitch where they want to be, though, playing their football. Russo now through the middle. And Smart wins the header clear. It's all chaotic in the middle of the park. Underdown was told to go backwards. She couldn't do so at first because she didn't have the ball, but because of that, she goes back for a second attempt, and frustration builds for everybody out there. In particular, Paige Williams at the referee's decision. And it's just been a game to forget for Leeds, one of their games in hand to move clear and further up the table as possible. And Norton Stockton Ancients are now within just 1 point of them. Between the battle between 6th and 7th, Leeds still have so many games in hand they can finish a lot higher. But no freebies in this division, as Leeds have found out of late. Losing to Chorley, losing to Norton Stockton Ancient ladies with 2.5 minutes to go.
Quicker! Quicker! Go inside, Paige, a bit. Got to miss her.
Hannon went wide to Hindle. Hindle's pass was further wide and out of play. And if anything's just going to sum up the second half showing, then that will be that. Leeds get the call from the threat.
Too close, go away, create space, go away, create space. Go the other way.
Simpson has it, wide to Hannon. Danby's charging forward out of defence. into Underdown, who slips, does really well to turn away Underdown. It's tremendous skill. Rolls it towards Witham. Now to Russo. Russo running forward, still going Jess Russo. She goes for goal, hits the post and wide. Oh, what a chance that was for Leeds. Across the face by Williams. Russo's coming, so is Witham, and it will fall into the hands of Rachel Chisnell, like it has done all afternoon. But Jess Russo through the middle. It's where she's so deadly. Underdown. Great determination to get off the deck. And Jess Russo, just where she wants to be as the number 9 for this team, went for goal. And that is just summed up the luck, as Russo will get a second attempt here on the quick-fire attack. Lays it back to Underdown, doesn't get the full connection. Blocked away as we tick by into stoppage time. And Leeds' best 2 moves of the second half have come when it's too late. Smart's pass to Hannon, overstretched. Hannon bails her out with another really good, well-timed sliding challenge. Hindle goes down the line, and Leeds just falling apart in those areas, thinking there's width available when there is not, and there is lessons to be learned. And Jess Russo will hope in the few glimpses of minutes she's had as the number 9 she can continue to start there in future. And a frustrating night, I'm sure, will be the words that Rick Passmore uses. Sets very high standards for this group and will not be happy with back-to-back defeats. Regardless of the opposition, Norton and Stockton Ancient leaders have been really competitive out there tonight, and you cannot argue they've not deserved their victory. They've taken their chances, they've been difficult to break down, and Chisnell has been in fine form in goal as Russo skips away inside, floats the ball in. It's towards a far post. Underdown was lurking, easily dealt with by a flick on away header, and it's cleared away out of play, and it will be a throw. And another as time ticks by for Leeds. They'll know the game is done. And consolation goal was all they were looking for in the last few minutes. Elliott gives thumping challenge, and it's going to be a free kick. Linesman didn't agree. Referee had a different angle. Hodgson, as she has done all night, trying to cause a few problems. Bit of pushing and shoving in the corner flag for no real reason on that occasion. Elliott races across and will get a throw. So Leeds just trying to hurry things along to get any form of goal before the end of the full-time whistle. Hannon's pass a little risky. It's to Hindle. It's cleared away. Danby, she gets caught on the ball. Shot's going to come in. It's rushed. That Norton and Stockton Ancients could have punished Leeds with a third. And you have to say, with the defending at the back, the set pieces that they've scored from, Leeds will certainly feel that they're guilty of their own downfall tonight. Watson touch out for a throw. So the difference at the Sotrac Stadium, 2 goals in the second half. It looked to be a competitive game in the second as the half-time whistle went, and Leeds were certainly hoping to put their dominance on proceedings, but pretty shocked out there tonight as they've been unstuck on 2 occasions inside 7 minutes. Smart missed the first header. Referee just glances at the watch. And as Norton and Stockton clear their lines, and a big win for them and disappointment for Leeds United Women. Back-to-back defeats now for Rick Passmore's side And a group that are just frustrated in this Women's National League Division 1. 2 goals. Manders and Clark in the second half ensure the points go with the visitors. Leeds will try and regroup in their next fixture. Thank you once again for joining us here on LUTV.
I know, mate, I know.
You alright, mate?
Yes, mate, you?
How are you recovering?
I've got me up next week, so we'll see. Yes, mate, you?